Hello viewers, welcome back to this channel. It's your boy, B White. We have, well, before I proceed, I hope you guys are doing well. Actually, sorry, I always, go back to my traditional ways, which is my own proverbs. Hope you don't mind though. And the kind of who could be and I've heard a parable, I've read a papa kite, a pen and I shall not more to that for am I there? There is this little thing I just want to share with you guys, which is all about the first sons. I don't know about the Westerners though, how they, we've been with them, we've seen theirs, but whichever way, but coming to our own side, our own culture, they always tend to leave most of the responsibilities for the first son, which I see it's not right for me. I don't know about you, but whichever way or whichever thing you think, please don't hesitate or don't forget to leave your comment below. Like I always say, what we do sometimes is what we call investigative journalism. So before I will proceed, or before I will probably say what is on my own mind, I will say let's take a look at this.
Yeah, good evening viewers. My name is Chris Nadano. We are live in the city of Owerri, and this is B White Television. We have an interesting conversation to anchor today, which centers on the role of a male child, the first male child of the family in the Igbo land. We are going out to meet people to gain their view concerning this topic. Please don't go anywhere. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your time. Please, can we know who you are? Okay, thank you, sir. We are sampling opinion to understand how it became mandatory, how it became a responsibility over the first male child to take up a parental responsibility over his siblings. We want to understand, is it a traditional thing or is it something naturally that we came to see?
Well, like people have used to say, women are like women. As the adoption starts itself. The first male child in the family always grows with the family. Whatever the father is going to do, just let him know. So, as he grows up, he takes the responsibility of the family. Well, anyone that can come in behind it, will be at the end of
Okay, if you are telling us it's tradition.
Yes,
okay. But now we are noticing, we have come to see, not really noticing, we have come to see some first male child that has not been able, they were strong enough, their capacity, both morally, both intellectually and in wealth, they have not been able to step up to fill that role. In situations like that, how do we look at these people? How do we look at the first one?
Well, like you're asking, that privilege has been given to me. No matter if he's rich or poor, he must do the little one he can do to make the situation of the country.
No problem. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Mommy. There has been this pattern of the first male child taking care of the siblings, being expected to take care of the siblings. We want to know, is it a traditional thing or is just kind of natural?
I can say that in Igbo land, it's a traditional way of, that is what they believe. In the family, more especially when you give birth to male children first, you try your best to train them so that the first one will be able to pick up. And by the time he's going, maybe his father may not be having strength or buoyant enough to continue with the junior ones. Now the boy, if God help, he pick up on time, he can be taking care of the junior ones. But if he didn't meet up, it's not mandatory. Any of them that is able to pick up when the father and the mother is no longer strong to take care of the junior ones, that person can also help to make sure that the junior ones are fixed.
Thank you very much, Ma. If we have actually gotten something from you, you said something very, very important, that much is invested in the first male child in order for him to be able to carry on the role.
Yes, like I have 4 boys, and I'm trying my possible best to make sure that my first son finish his university education on time and secure a job, so that by the time he's growing, he'll be able to take care of the junior ones. Maybe by the time the junior ones will be coming up and may retire from government work, he will take over.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is Be White TV. Thank you very much. My name is Prince Nnanna. We have an interesting conversation for you today. We are sampling opinion to actually understand this pattern where a male child is expected, the first male child is expected to take responsibility, a parental responsibility over the siblings. Is it a natural occurrence? Is it a natural phenomenon, or is it a traditional thing? Stay glued while we go into the street and get people to talk to us. Thank you. It's our pleasure to meet you. Please, what's the name, sir? Okay, Mazi, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, we want to know your opinion. This pattern of the male child always rising to take the responsibility, the parental responsibility here for the siblings, is it actually a natural phenomenon or is a kind of evil tradition?
It's natural, because the first child, when the child is born, it's a male child, it's assumed and it's believed that he's going to take the responsibility of the father. If the father is doing the child going well, he's going to take the responsibility of the he's going to take after the father. So that is why every father tries to together the father.
Okay, sir. In a situation where the age when one is born has nothing to do with how influential, how wealthy they become. When in a situation where the first son is not able to take care of the family, should the other of his siblings step up to do that?
Yes, overtaking is allowed. No, if overtaking is allowed. If the first son is not measuring up, yes. Okay, the second son will take over. There is the first son and there is the first born. Okay? The first son is the first son of the family. Now the firstborn may be the administrator. This is somebody that will take over. Okay. Now while taking over, he's not going to underrate the senior man.
Yes.
But whatever decision he's going to take, he's going to make sure that the senior brother, the first son, is aware.
Yes.
To avoid friction. You understand me?
Thank you very much. Thank you, Maazị. You have just reminded me of a proverb that says, "Onye aka fụrụ die nna na uru dị ọkpara." Yes, thank you very much, Maazị. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, please, sir, can we know your name? Okay, Ikwebu Christopher, thank you very much, sir. You have been sampling opinion. How did it come to be that the first male child is expected to take up the responsibility of taking care of his siblings? Is it a traditional phenomenon, or is this something that just happened naturally? Please, we want to know your opinion.
In Igbo tradition, the first male child is takes after the family. Is expected to take care of the siblings after the death of the family.
In a situation where the first child, the first male child is not capable to do so, the father didn't lay a good foundation for him to take up the responsibility. How is it? Is it a kind of tap? What happened?
In Igbo, they say the person that has the upper hand should do the father conduct the father's burial rites. Okay. That it mustn't be the first male child. That even if the last male child, if he has the upper hand, he should take care of the siblings.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. You're welcome, sir. Thank you very much. This is BY Television. Thank you for watching. We say thanks to our viewers. My name still remains Prince Nadanwe. Please don't get tired of seeing my face. Even if you do, BY Television guarantees keep bringing you interesting conversations that will make you glued to your screen. Thank you very much.
Now, coming back, you guys have seen the opinions of the, people. You've heard from them about the first son and their responsibilities. But like I said, I will have to say that's their opinion. Everybody have their own opinion though. But I have to say, my own opinion, which is, I believe that the first sons are being born the same way the other siblings are, or we are born. And I don't think that leaving the responsibilities for them, or them looking up to you like they are your responsibility, is right. I don't think it's right. Because the first son, you and your siblings, you have the same right in that family. You see? So everything should be the parents. It should go back to our parents. It's not supposed to be the first son. I will tell you this, listen. Being a first son is not supposed to be a taboo. Or like, you are the first son, good. You have to take all responsibility. You have to train your... Assuming the first son have nothing to offer or have nothing to show off. Maybe they are struggling too. What will happen? And sometimes I've seen cases like the first son, probably the father and the mother didn't make it, and they tried to fight as the first son to see, probably made something, and what can I do? Oh, you have to train your little one. They start training them. At the end, the first son goes down because the resources you could have used for your own family, your own children, now you've invested it on your own siblings. Now you're down, you cannot move, nothing to do. And these your siblings you invested on probably later. made it or overtake you, like one man said on the video, if you want to say overtaking is allowed. Oh, now they overtake you. Whichever way. And they don't care about you anymore. They don't even want to look after you or say, okay, you know what, my brother's children, he is the one that trained us, leaving his own responsibilities aside to train us, to make sure that we are okay. Now we are okay, let us help him to train his own children. No, they were not going to do it. Probably they go and indulge with a wife or a husband that is not like we're not going to do. And then if you want to really do something, yes, you will do. It doesn't matter whether your wife is telling you, because it should be your own responsibility as well, because he's gone down. Because when you were down, he was there for you. So, and because of things coming up like that, I don't think it's the responsibility of the first son. Like it's mandatory that he must, be the one to train the siblings. No, he is not supposed to. It's not his, how do they put it? It's not supposed to be. It's not. That is not his cross. That cross should be for the parents that brought you guys up. You see what I mean? So if you decide to have so many children, then you have to get prepared to train them. You don't deliver children leaving them behind for the first son to train. The poor little son will start struggling because of your own responsibility. So that is why I will say, I don't want to go harsh trying to tell you, if the first son can do one or two things for the family, yes, it's allowed. If you can, it's not by force. If you think, oh, you do it, you will be all right, then you go ahead and do it. It's not like it's your responsibility. It's not your responsibility to do that. It's not. And parents out there, please, know your capacity. Know what you can carry. If you can carry 2 children, you do 2 children. If you can carry 1, you do 1. You don't go do 10, 12, and you don't even have a job. You're just managing your life and you keep on doing. For who? For the first son. For what? Do you remember that sometimes the first might not be a son, it might be a daughter. So what will happen? What will happen? Then probably the first is the 5th. The first son is the 5th child after 4 daughters. Now, so you want to stress him, or you're going to be stressing the daughter that is the first child. So you see, what we need to do, take what we can be able to handle, which is, it might be 1 child, might be 2 children, it might be 3, if you can handle them. Most of the times when you go to the Western world, they have everything. Even the government is there to train the children. The schools there are free education. But you know what? When you go there, what you see them do is 1 child, 2. 1, 2. For instance, a big president like Obama had only 2 daughters. If it's our own way, we will say, oh, we don't have any son, we have to look for the son. Yeah. Before you know it, you get to 10. Why you're looking for a son? Had only 2. Everything is there to train them. But he had only 2. Clinton, 1 daughter, the president. He's capable, but one daughter. But us, we are not capable, we have no job, nothing. 12, 13, 15. For what? Why? We're not supposed to be doing all these things. Coupled, with the way the things, the country, wherever Africa, everything is going now. We don't need those. We don't need that. It's not the responsibility of the first child or the first son to look after the siblings. I don't believe that ideology. No, it's not. It's not supposed to be. Not be the pikin wey una born as una born other pikin. It's not supposed to be. So I don't need to carry on, going on talking, but I believe. It's not that I believe, I strongly believe that it's not the responsibility of the first son or the first child to train his siblings. No. It's not their responsibility. If they have you, you are among the 12 children, you look for your way. If your parents cannot, or you blame them. Everybody start looking for their way. You don't need to sit there and start laying blames on the first son. He didn't do because it's not the first son that brought you into the world. No. It's your parents. You have to blame, not the first son. You see? He was just born like you. So you don't blame him. He's looking for his own way too, like you. So everybody should look for their way. But if the first one is very buoyant enough to do something, fine. And you know that when you do that, he's not going to pull you down. All right. Fair enough. No problem, not a problem. But for me, I still see that it's not their responsibility. Parents, do what you can handle. Don't go and be delivering children like why people that are okay, well-to-do, do 2, 3, highest 4, and you do 7, 8, 10, 15. I have seen some 16. For what? And they are struggling. And inside there you start seeing armed robbers, these kidnappers from there, because you know what? You are not, capable enough to train them. The resources to train them is not there for you. And you are just patrolling in the village and you are doing 7 children. You doing it for other people to come and train them for you? Are you doing it so that you will give them away to go and serve people and be maltreated? So this is the problem. We need to, some certain things we do, we really need to step them down. It's not helping. It's not helping. Little kids are out there on the street, moving up and down, hawking to survive. Probably one day somebody will say, oh, take this penny. Come, can you do, they behead them, use them for sacrifice. I mean, a lot of things happening to them. Please, we don't need it anymore. We don't need that anymore. Having children for the first son. For what? We need to reset our mindset. Because the way we go with this is not right at all. You go to enough places like Africa, things are happening. You see one person, 10 children, 15, no food to eat, no nothing. What are you trying to do? If I am God, I'm going to judge you. It's not God that gave you those children, no. Always we say God is the one that gives children. No, it's not God that gives children. It's what you do that brings children. You know what I mean. If you don't know, you go and ask them about reproduction. Yeah? It's what you do brings children. It's not all about God. Some people cannot have children. It's not God that made them so. Alright? So it's not every little thing we blame God. I don't buy that idea. It's we. If you say, oh, I want to have 2 children, you stand by it, and two children you have. You see? So it's your decision. It's not God. Don't use God to cover your mistakes. We don't like that. Yeah? And other people bearing children now, learn from other people's mistakes. Because you wouldn't allow it to happen to you before you learn. Taking me back to my proverb, how many times will something happen to you, you learn your lessons? And some say 20, 30. The other wisdom boy said, when it happens to another, I learn my lesson. So let us stop delivering children while we know we cannot handle them. Do you know that sometimes you can have a lot of children thinking that, oh, you handle them, death comes and snatch you away straight, take you, and you leave the responsibility for the first son and their mother, whom probably you didn't equip. You see what I mean? So, we need to, when we are doing things, let's use our wisdom. Let's use our wisdom. I have no time now. I could have liked to go on and on and on because a lot on my mind. But I'm going to stop here right now. It's still your boy, B. White. Please, if you've not subscribed, don't hesitate. Subscribe. Yeah? We are coming up with more things. And if you've subscribed, please, I appreciate you. Yeah? If you have any comments based on this first son thing, yeah, leave them below. I will say, stay blessed, remain focused, yeah, and stay safe. I'm out.